So good morning everybody. In this today's lecture, we are going to see the concept of arrays in Java. As all of you know, in C++ also we have seen this concept of arrays. What is array? Array is nothing but collection of elements which are having same data type. C++ also provides this concept of array through which it is possible to bind number of elements by using a single variable. Normally that variable is called as a subscripted variable in C++ also and in Java also. So what is array? Normally array is a collection of similar data type elements. There are different definitions in different books regarding this array. But array is a collection of similar data type elements, or array is a collection of elements which are having same data type. Accidentally data types हो गया है यहाँ पे. It is a collection of elements which are having same data type, not types, because two data types are not same in any case. Is it possible to say that double and integer are same? No. In some cases values may be same, that suppose value of integer is 23 and value of double is 23.00000. So there might be possibility that values may be same, but is it possible to say that these two things are same, that double and integer? No. Here one example is given. Suppose a of 10. Now irrespective of data type of this a, what is capacity of a? Capacity of a is to store 10 elements of that particular data type. आपने जो भी डेटा टाइप ली है उस डेटा टाइप के 10 एलिमेंट ये स्टोर कर सकता है. दैट्स व्हाई ये इज कॉल्ड एज array. Now what are the types of arrays? In normal words there are two types. One is one dimensional, another one is multi-dimensional array. So array variables are also called as subscripted variables. Now what is subscripted? Means another name for this array is variable which is used for that array is called as subscripted variable. Now it is not a normal variable. Integer a is a normal variable, but when I write integer a of 10, then this a of 10 is called as subscripted variable. Why? Because now capacity of a is to store 10 different integer values. So here one example is given. In a of 10, 10 is called as subscript of a and a is called as subscripted variable. Means what is 10? 10 is a subscript of a, and what is a? A is a subscripted variable. Now if you know exactly what is concept of subscripted variable and subscript, then it is very easy to define one dimensional, two dimensional, three dimensional array. How? That if there is only one subscript for a subscripted variable n, then n is called as one dimensional array. If there are two subscripts, then it is called as two dimensional array. So a of 10, there is only one subscript, that is 10. That's why a is called as one dimensional. Regarding second example, a of 3, 3, two threes are enclosed in two separate square brackets. That's why it is called as a of 3, 3. So if there are two subscripts, now for this second a, there are two subscripts. One subscript is 3, another subscript is also 3. That's why if there are two subscripts for a subscripted variable n, then that particular n is called as two-dimensional array, and so on. So there are basically two types of arrays. One is one dimensional, another one is more than one dimensional, that is multi-dimensional array. Now how this array is represented in memory? Representation of array is same in Java and C++. Now what is this? This is just an example that there is an array of 10 elements. So what is length of array? Length of array is 10. Capacity of this array is used to store 10 different elements of same data type. Now data type may differ. अगर आपने डबल का किया है तो डबल के सभी आएंगे, अगर आपने इंटीजर का किया है तो इंटीजर के सभी आएंगे. So what is length of this array? Length of this array is 10. Now second thing is, as all of us knows that normally these array elements are stored on consecutive memory location. एकानंतरच्या एक मेमरी लोकेशन वर हे स्टोअर केले जातात एक के बाद एक. मीन्स अगर फर्स्ट एलिमेंट, अगर समझो इंटीजर को 4 बाइट लगते हैं तो पहला एलिमेंट अगर मेमोरी लोकेशन 1000 से शुरू हो रहा है तो बाइट नंबर 1000, 1001, 1002 and 1003. These 4 bytes are reserved to store A of 0. So first index of array is A of 0. In some programming languages like BASIC, there might be possibility that first index of array is A of 1, normal BASIC, Quick BASIC or GW BASIC. But in Java, in C++, in C programming also, first index of array is referred as 0. Means A of 2 is a third element of array. A of 0 is first element of array. A of 7 is eighth element of array. Likewise, A of 9 is the last element of array if array is declared as an array of 10 elements. So here first index, second, third, fourth, these are called as indices. Next thing is element at index 8. Suppose I want to process that element, means element which is on index 8 means what? Ninth element of this array. So if I want to process ninth element of this array, then I have to use A of 8. A of 8 मुझे use करना पड़ेगा. Why? Because array index is starting from 0. If index value is 8, then element is 9th. Why? Because first element is stored on memory location 0. So if first element is stored on memory location 0, then index value 8 means 9th element of this array. Are you getting this? This is another concept. Now what is syntax for declaring array? In C++ it is very easy to declare array as integer A of 10. In Java you can declare array by using different ways. Suppose first data type curly brace square brackets open close space, then ARR. Yeah, what is this ARR here? ARR is nothing but subscripted variable which is present. Second and first, both examples are same, just there is a difference of space. In second example, there is a space after data type, and in first example, there is a space after square opening and closing curly braces. Like second example also, you can declare array. Data type, first of all, you have to write a data type, then square brackets open close, immediately followed by your subscripted variable. And last declaration is just like our C++, that data type followed by array name and then curly brace open and close, square bracket open and close. Like this also you can declare. Here two examples are given. Integer A is equal to new integer of 5. Now what is this new? New is a keyword which is used to reserve the memory which is required to store 5 integer values. जैसे कि C++ में malloc था. What is malloc? Malloc is nothing but allocate the memory for your particular variable. So if I want to allocate the memory for my particular variable, then I am using malloc in C++. But here in Java, what you have to write? You have to write integer A. Now here A is declared as a subscripted variable. Now what is the range of this A or what is size of this A is equal to new integer of 5. So what is This new keyword is used to reserve the memory which is required to store 5 integer elements in memory. 5 इंटीजर एलिमेंट्स मेमोरी में स्टोर करने के लिए हम इसका यूज करेंगे. ठीक है. Second example, normally when I declare integer a, it is called as declaration. When I write that capacity of a is to store 5 integer values, this is called as instantiation of that particular array. And in this second example, all three things are there. That declaration is there. First thing is declaration. Second thing is instantiation, and third thing is initialization also. So what is declaration here? Integer a array is equal to, now elements are stored in opening and closing curly braces. So what is size of this array? Size of this array is 4. Size of this array is 4, and these elements are 33, 3, 4 and 5. In above example, array is only declared whose capacity is used to store 5 elements. But in this second example, there is an array, and number of elements or capacity of this array is nothing but initialization, which is enclosed in opening and closing curly braces. So now here in this case, capacity of this array is 4 elements. And what are these 4 elements? 33, 3, 4 and 5. These are called as elements which are present in that particular array. Sorry. Now here one example is given. What is my class name? Class name is my array. So by default my program name is also my array. Then one main function is given. Yeah, import java.i.star. These things are, keep in mind that you have to write these things while doing the practicals. So class my array. So program name is also my array.java. In that my array there is only one main function. So it is normal declaration that public static void main string args arguments curly brace open. Then here integer a is equal to 33, 3, 4 and 5. Instantiation, declaration, instantiation and initialization. All these three things are present in this particular single statement, which is integer a is equal to a array is equal to 33, 3, 4 and 5. Now there is a normal for loop, but in that for loop there is one statement which is not familiar to you. What is that for loop? For integer I is equal to 0. I am not declaring the I in starting section of a program. As all of you know that in for loop, that first statement I is equal to 0 will be executed only once. So if that statement is executed only once, then you can write integer I is equal to 0. हाँ, अगर वो स्टेटमेंट बार बार एग्जीक्यूट होता है, मीन्स विद इन फॉर लूप it is not possible to write integer I is equal to suppose 10 or 20 or only integer I also. Why? Because that loop is executed repetitively. But integer I is equal to 0, this particular statement is executed only once. Otherwise I is less than a dot length and I plus plus. These two statements are executed repetitively. So as that statement is executed only once, what I am doing here? In for loop itself I am declaring the I. For loop में ही मैं उसको declare कर रहा हूँ. So integer I is equal to 0, I is less than a dot length. You can directly write I is less than 4. Why? Because there are only 4 elements. So index values are from 0 to 3 only. So what is 3? 3 is nothing but less than 4. So either you can write integer I is equal to 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus, or you can write integer I is equal to 0, I is less than a dot length. Now what this a dot length returns? This a dot length returns that how many elements are present in that particular array. वो array में कितने एलिमेंट है ये बताने का काम कौन करता है? a dot length. Now here 4 elements are present, that's why value of a dot length is 4, and automatically that particular statement becomes I is less than 4. अगर डायरेक्ट आपने लिखा I is less than 4 तो भी चलेगा. I plus plus system dot out dot println a of I. What will happen? It will display the values 33, 3, 4 and 5 on separate lines on the output. So here class name is myArray, program name is myArray.java because class name is myArray, or class which contains your main function is myArray. That's why program name is myArray.java. Then A, what is A? Declare, instantiate and initialize with 4 elements. Capital A नहीं है actually, it is a small a. So A is declared, instantiated and initialized. Declared means जब आप integer a लिखते हो, instantiated means अगर उसमें कितने एलिमेंट है आप वो बताते हो, एंड इनिशियलाइजेशन मीन्स उसमें कौन से एलिमेंट है ये मैं जब बताता हूं तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ दैट. So program name is myArray.java, declared, instantiated and initialized with 4 elements 33, 3, 4 and 5, and a dot length provides the number of elements which are present in that particular array. So here 4 elements are present, so value of a dot length becomes 4. That for loop becomes for I is equal to 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus system dot out dot println a of I. So initially value of I is equal to 0, whether 0 is less than a dot length is 4. So yes, 0 is less than a dot length. If that condition is satisfied, then system dot out dot println a of 0. So what is value of a of 0? Value of a of 0 is 33. So it will display 33 first of all. Now as there is only one statement in this for loop, therefore it is not necessary to enclose that statement within opening and closing curly braces. So after execution of system dot out dot println, I plus plus statement will be executed. So initially value of I is equal to 0, now that value becomes 1. Again test the condition, whether I is less than a dot length, whether 1 is less than 4, yes, then system dot out dot println a of 1. What is a of 1? 3. A of 0 is 33, a of 1 is 3. After printing 3, again value of I is incremented by 1, it becomes 2. Whether 2 is less than 4, that is a dot length, again condition is satisfied. System dot out dot println a of 2. What is value of a of 2? It is 4. After a of 2, again I plus plus value becomes 3. Whether I is less than 4, yes, system dot out dot println a of 3 now. So what is a of 3? A of 3 is 5. So 5 will be displayed, and after that value of I becomes 4. So when value of I becomes 4, what will happen? Whether 4 is less than 4, no, condition is not satisfied. Less than or equal to अगर रहता था तो condition satisfy होती थी, but here there is a less than symbol. So if it is less than, then whether 4 is less than 4, condition is not satisfied, your for loop terminates. After termination of for loop, your program ends and you will get the result 33, 3, 4 and 5. So this is one example of Java program. In next lecture we are going to see some other examples which are depending on this array. Thank you very much. If you like the video, then subscribe and share the channel. Thank you very much.